My laboratory and I study preterm birth. This is when babies are born too early. The problem is that the babies are at risk for lifelong disabilities, metabolic syndrome, which is like type 2 diabetes, overweight, and heart disease at an extremely early age. Behavioral problems like schizophrenia, and they may not ever reach their full potential. What our laboratory has been very good at doing is understanding the individual steps that lead from the initial beginnings of the physiological pathway that change from being a pregnant uterus that holds and protects and grows with the baby and allows it to develop into the parturient uterus to expel that baby. We've known about the problem of preterm birth for 75 years or more, but we don't have any good means to diagnose who's at risk. We need to know who's at risk so that we can treat them. We've created what we call the pathway to preterm birth. We can identify along that roadmap interesting and potentially important targets for both diagnosing and also treating women who are at risk of preterm labor. We now actually have a patented test where we can predict with better than 91% accuracy women who will go into labor within the next 7 days. We want to make it more suitable to be used in a clinic or in a hospital laboratory. We've also developed a tremendous amount of preclinical data in several animal species that indicates our therapeutic interventions to delay preterm labor and protect the fetus from inflammatory harm are going to be very successful. With our colleagues in Montreal, we're studying two very small antagonists to receptors for interleukin-1 and interleukin-6, which are key cytokines causing the activation of the uterus and changing it from being pregnant to parturient. These will only block one intracellular pathway, the one that matters for causing preterm birth, and leaving all the other ones intact, so we can leave intact the innate immune system, for instance. And this makes our drugs much, much safer, and it really is a form of precision medicine. We have made strides in demonstrating how prenatal maternal stress leads to preterm birth, and we have developed new treatments to reverse the effects of prenatal maternal stress and improve pregnancy outcomes. We are a training laboratory, so we have undergraduate students, graduate students who start at the master's level and then move up to the PhD, and we also have outstanding postdoctoral fellows. Everybody brings something new to our laboratory, and we learn from each new individual that comes in. We are able to offer our trainees opportunities that are rarely found in any other laboratories in the study of women's pregnancy health. The opportunity to learn about commercialization and biotech development. I feel it's very, very important that while we are basic scientists, that we take our lab discoveries and translate them to improve health.